Hey, hello? It's me. It's Matt. It's 11. I don't know if you're still in bed. I got distracted. I think I'm just going to keep working unless you're in desperate need of me. I love you. I'll talk to you. I'll be in for lunch. All right. Bye-bye. Love you.
Let's start what we have come into the room to do.
I'll never forget the special chocolate Matt gave Brian and I at a Mildred's Lane summer dinner. I don't know what I was expecting, but the twinkle in Matt's eye should have tipped me off. It was a night to remember.
Now you're creating an entire world here, from your imagination, from paintings you love, anything you want.
met Matt, I don't even know how many years ago at this point. I guess it's around 8. At a Farm Hearts board meeting. And I think Mark got him on that board, from what he told me later on, to get him the hell out of the house. Anyway, at that board meeting, I made some crack about the bad brains not reading the room really well, and the only one who knew what I was talking about and who laughed was Matt. I'm not going to say that we both recited lyrics at that point, but I'm not going to say that we both recited lyrics at that point. It was not far after that I produced my first Pig Mountain. It was on a horse farm in Jeffersonville. And right afterwards, and Matt and Hill had helped us exponentially during that really weird rainy day where nothing went right. And he said, I want to do the next one with you. And I said, okay, you interested in closing down Main Street in Narrowsburg for the next one? And he just looked at me and said, yeah, I can make that happen. And I have to say that I think that was our go-to line for the next 4 years. If one person had an idea, even if it was weird and shitty, it rarely got a no. It got a, yeah, I can make that happen. And I think that's why the tagline in one of our PR kits for Pig Mountain was, Pig Mountain started in a punk rock gig in a basement or something like that, because that was literally the language we spoke. Pig Mountain was a beast. I don't think anyone understands what went into that, what we both put into it, except for Hillary. It was a year-long process every year, except for the 2 months after we would finish. The 2 months after we would finish a Pig Mountain, we wouldn't talk to each other, just to relieve ourselves, and then we would dive back in again with all the ideas that came to us during those 2 months. I have to be the luckiest person in the world to say that I got to create something with Matt Solomon. It was not lost on me at the time, and it's definitely not lost on me now. Matt knew how to make everybody feel safe. And there's one thing a bunch of chefs never feel is safe. And as our group of chefs every year got bigger and bigger, me being one of them, with all the insecurities and all the messiness and all the irresponsibilities of them, Matt would just show up for a minute and everybody would calm, just calm. Not calm down, but would calm.
I remember meeting Matt really clearly at Amy Miller's house. He seemed gruff, although likable at the same time. Here's the thing I would say about Matt and my experience of him is that in all my interactions with him, he had this kind of solid quality, of being, I can't think of a better word, solid and present. And the feeling that I got from it was always kind of like, oh, we're in this together. We're all in this together, this group of us.
It was a stillness about Matt. I think he understood the craziness of creating, and he respected it. And once you were in the fold of Matt, you were in the fold of his community, of his family. No matter what we did for Pig Mountain, and we had so much running around to do all year long, it was always jumping into his pickup truck with Sid, my daughter Tina, and we're on our way to meet Hillary, and then we were making sure the kids were fed. And he was always on top of that. He always made sure that anybody he cared about was taken care of, even in the midst of unbelievable chaos. There was always food, and we always laughed, even when things got shitty, and things would get really shitty. Anything that big gets shitty. Matt had a really good way of bringing everything back to center. Even when things were enormous, he was like, it just doesn't fucking matter. And it didn't, you know? We would look at each other and be like, you know, someone's going to show up. People are going to show up. They're going to buy tickets. They're going to eat. They're going to leave. They're going to love it. Somebody is going to hate it. And we'll do it again next year. I think we just we stopped doing it because at some point we stopped being able to say yes and we had to say no. Just no, wasn't fun anymore. I had to stop it. You don't go back to the punk rock gig if you're not having fun anymore.
Food.
Don't worry. You guys want to feed me fish?
Yeah.
I will. I'll feed myself fish. And is there 6 of them or is there more than this?
There was one day when we were in their kitchen, in Matt and Hill's kitchen. Everything happened in Matt and Hill's kitchen. Anything good happened in Matt and Hill's kitchen. And Sid was at a friend's house. And Hill had a bunch of errands to do. I had so much to do for Pig Mountain. My workload was just heavy. And Tina was really little at the time. And Matt had some things to do around the yard. And he looked at Tina suddenly and he said, my best friend in the whole world isn't here today. Would you do me a favor and fill in and help me out in the yard? And in a split second, the two of them were outside doing things in the yard. Tina was following him around like a little duckling for the next hour or two. And I got all my things done. And I just remember how good that felt. You know, Matt had your back. It was small, but for a parent, that was huge. And, you know, he kept Sid right next to his heart in that moment and just talking to my daughter. And she got it.
I know it's all getting older, and I know it by oh, it's for me, it's for me, it's for me, and I feel the same, feel the same, feel the same, and I feel fine. And I feel fine.
When Allison and I were helping Hillary with the house, afterward, I left the house. I was walking out. It was time to go. And I was walking towards my car. And I felt something go right over my head. And it startled me because I looked up. I saw the back of an owl. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I saw the back of an owl. It came so close to my head. And it came in, it swerved around and went towards the trees. And then I saw it come out of the trees and go cross past the house again. And I looked up and Carl was coming out of Matt's studio. And I was like, did you see that? He was like the owl. I have not been able to get that out of my mind since. If Matt's ever going to come across in some way, it's going to be in some part of something astounding that had to do with nature. It was stunning. He was stunning.
The way you wear your hair, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still I'll always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still I'll always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you've changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me.
Hi, so my name's Pete, and I met Matt in kindergarten. We were 6 years old, and we forged a great friendship that's lasted forever. And, you know, everybody knows Matt for being a brilliant guy and a gifted artist. But what I know about Matt is something special. He's just an incredible human being, caring, sensitive guy, loves his family, and just funny, and always fun to be with. And for all the years, we always kept in touch, and he was in law school, or he was in college, or I was away at school, or he moved to Manhattan, but we always stayed in touch. And over the last 20 years, I've lived in Florida, he's been in upstate New York, and we still manage to always see each other once a year. And I was gonna miss those times together, and calls and texts, and it's really gonna be hard. And you know, Sydney and Hillary, we're always here for you guys. Anything we can do, we love you guys, and really miss Matt, and I don't know what else to say. Just Matt, rest in peace. I love you.
I can't see you, but I know you're here.
That is too cool.
I'll find a place somewhere in the corner. I'm gonna waste the rest of my days just watching patiently from the window, just waiting seasons change someday. Oh, my dreams will pull you through that garden gate. I want to be the wandering sailor, where silhouettes by the light of the moon I sit playing solitaire by the window, just waiting seasons change. You'll see one day this rain will pull you through my door, and I'll come running to tie your shoes. I'll come running to tie your shoes. I'll come running to tie your shoes.
If there was a legal thing that came up, Matt was right there to help. That happened with me, and if there was like a document that I didn't understand, he'd just be like, let me come over right now, and I'll just look at it. And then he'd come over and we'd talk about it and maybe have a glass of wine or a beer or whatever, and end up having fun.
I'll come running to tie your shoes. 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 I'll come running to tie your shoes.
Some people pass away and they leave a void, and then we as communities sort of heal around it. And then other times there's somebody who leaves us, who passes away, and the effect is so different. Yes, we sit with the void, but it's a passing that causes major life changes for everybody around that person who's gone. Matt is that person. Matt is that soul. I don't think we're going to understand the shift that's occurring since his passing for a very long time.